Off play action, Fields. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Fields on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hines. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, It may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll run on first down. Cottrell fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 9. Off of play action, Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and they're going to have a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Fields on third down. Out quickly to Hines. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Hines, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From just shy of midfield, Fields. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Fields now to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Benogany elects not to return, and the football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On second down now, Cottrell.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's a 2nd down. Play action. It's Darnold. And his pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Darnold. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Meanwhile, Darnold's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
He'll try again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 3rd down, Cottrell, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On play action, Fields. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, it's Fields. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To the air again, Fields. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown! David Njoku with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next, the score, Buccaneers 14, Falcons 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Darnold. They'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season. Because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that will be Incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Darnold now to throw. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bucs 38-yard line.
From the 38, Darnold. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Tyus Bowser in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Down the numbers. There he goes. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Igbenogany elects not to return, and the football will come out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 29, Darnold. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers, both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll roll him out right, and he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now it's Fields. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Darnold on 1st down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Jerry Judy, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Fields. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. The gun, Fields. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, Fields. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Buccaneers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Buccaneers 31, Falcons 14. Jason Sanders sets the kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Cottrell. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
They'll try and run it here. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy